Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to Miss Aimee's Kitchen. I have some fun stuff for us. I want to make sure that you ask your mom and dad before you do these experiments with me because they're a little bit messy, and you also need to make sure it's okay that you use the stuff that's in the kitchen. So we're actually going to do two experiments using baking soda and vinegar. So for the first experiment, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a tall clear glass or a vase. You're going to need some sort of a pan, like a deep pan, because it might get a little bit messy. So that's just in case. So those are the first two things you're going to need. You're going to need a small bowl to do some mixing in this. You're going to need some glitter. You don't have to use glitter if you don't want to. You could use a couple of drops of food coloring, or you can do it without any coloring added to this experiment. I just thought it would be really, really fun to make what I'm calling a glitter volcano. Then you're also going to need some white vinegar. So I have a giant bottle of white vinegar. And this is white vinegar in my cup as well. And of course you're going to need baking soda, and you're going to need a spoon. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take about 3 or 4 big spoonfuls here. It's kind of heaping spoonfuls of my baking soda. This is where you're going to want to add like some glitter to it. I'm going to add a little blue glitter. And you don't have to add glitter. I just thought it would be fun to try it with glitter. I'm going to add a little bit of pink glitter. Maybe a lot of pink glitter. Maybe a little more blue glitter. Maybe a little more blue glitter. All right. So we've got our glitter and our baking soda. And I'm going to mix that up in my little bowl here a little bit. I know on the camera it looks like it's still, I don't know if you can see that or not. It still looks like baking soda. I promise you there's glitter in there. It looks pink and blue. I'm going to get all the little lumps, baking soda lumps, make sure they're kind of broken apart. Okay. I'm going to take this mixture of my glitter and my baking soda, and I'm going to pour it in my cup. Now hopefully this is going to work the way I want it to work. Some of you probably know what's going to happen when I do this. Let's cross our fingers, okay? I'm going to slowly pour in my vinegar into my baking soda and glitter mixture. And that is why we have a pan. I just made my glitter volcano. Now, I have a question. Why does that happen when you mix baking soda and vinegar together? Because clearly something happens, right? And you know, we still have some baking soda in the bottom that I don't know. I think we're going to get a second eruption here. No, it's just a little bit bubbly. All right, but now I might need another spoon. So why does that happen when you mix the baking soda and the vinegar together? It bubbles, but what is it really doing when those bubbles happen? So the second experiment might give you a better idea of what exactly is happening. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I got my spoon all wet, so I'm going to need another spoon probably. So I'm sorry. Give me just a second. And I don't have another spoon in my drawer. That's okay. We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. All right. So for my second experiment, I can move this out of the way. Actually, hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, Miss Aimee's not used to having to do, I'm not used to having to do this at home. Okay, So I'm going to wipe the spoon off because we don't want the vinegar on it when I go to spoon out some more baking soda. Because that would like wreck my whole box. Okay, so for this experiment, I'm actually going to need to pour my vinegar into an empty water bottle or soda bottle. So I'm going to need vinegar, I'm going to need a soda bottle or a water bottle. I'm going to need something to set that in. I'm going to again need my baking soda, a spoon, and for this, I need a balloon. Now, if you did the rain gauge with me, remember that top we cut off? This makes a nice little funnel because I'm going to fill this balloon with baking soda. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pour my vinegar into the water bottle or empty soda bottle. We don't need it all the way full. Let's see. Maybe about a little less than halfway. We're going to do it a little bit less than halfway and keep our fingers crossed this works. Now, we're going to put some baking soda inside of our balloon. So, and if you don't have the end to this, you're going to have to stretch it open and try and figure out how to get that baking soda in there. I'm going to blow that balloon up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put, I'm probably going to put about 2 or 3 big heaping spoonfuls into this balloon because we want a nice reaction. I'm going to put 1 more. So I think that's 4. This kind of science is fun. You don't have to do exact measurements. So then I'm going to carefully take, I'm going to put 1 more scoop. So that's 5 scoops. I just really, really want this to fizz and so you guys can see what this does. I'm going to carefully take my balloon off of its little funnel. Okay, maybe. There we go. We don't want it to start yet. Okay, when you do this part, you have to be really, really careful. You want the baking soda to stay in the balloon while you attach the balloon to the top of the water bottle. Ask a grown-up at home to help you with this if you're having a hard time doing it. So I'm trying to keep my fingers wrapped around the water bottle while I'm stretching this, or around the balloon while I'm stretching this over the water bottle. Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to dump this baking soda into the water bottle and watch what results we get. Let's hope this works. And I'm going to kind of hold on to this just to make sure. And I hope this doesn't explode in my kitchen. That's why I said ask the grown-ups for help. What happened here, guys? The reaction blew up our balloon. The reaction inflated the balloon. So this should give you a clue. What is happening when we mix baking soda and vinegar? What is it that the baking soda and vinegar is releasing that could cause this balloon to inflate? Any ideas? I'm going to give you a second to see if you know. I'll tell you. It's releasing a gas called carbon dioxide. When the vinegar and the baking soda are combined, they have a chemical reaction that releases a gas called carbon dioxide, and that is how we just blew up a balloon without actually having to put it in our mouths and blow up a balloon. That's what causes the bubbles, and that's what caused our balloon to inflate. All right, remember, ask mom and dad if it's okay, or your grown-up at home, whoever is at home with you, if this is okay, if you want to try this experiment. I miss all of you. You guys take care. Bye.